I smell like popcorn. I remind you of a smell, resplendent, similar to your past. I remind you of the nostalgia of a sunny day, Pebble Beach, and salt and vinegar chips. I'm your afternoon treat. After a trip to the pictures, before a midnight boogie, I give you that warmth you need, that sense of home, a reminder that you are not alone, holding my hand down the winding road. You said I smell like popcorn. It smells so good. It smells so inviting. Popping kernels in a white flame. As the oil burns, a chemical reaction takes place. This image, locked in your memory, popping up, readying your path to follow as I lead you into that familiar sense of home. Pretty box, yours blue stripes, mine the ribbons you gave me. If I smell like popcorn, then I remind you of a home away from home, a home where you are not alone, a home where you can be at home with me. I hold you close to my memory, building sandcastles, sand grains on our palms, sand in between our toes, playing bucket and spades in the rock pools, crabs flitter by. If I smell like popcorn, then I'm your sense of home, and you are my sunshine and bright blue skies.
Marcus Rashford speaks truth to power. Kindness is power. Kick child hunger out. Mum's not got enough at the checkout. Parents have lost jobs unexpectedly. In 1 year, 1 million more in poverty. There are homes where the choice is fuel or food. The player gathered data and argued. He formed alliances, made a good team, and by June was scoring victories, heading for his dream. But this half-term there were no free school meals. Marcus Rashford persisted with his New Deal. Not so much a lost match, more Tories' own goal. They were exposed as a party without a soul. Government shamed by response of restaurants, food banks, charities, chippies on beachfronts. 5th richest country in the league of the world, yet rumbling stomachs of children go unheard. After the Man United Everton match, another victory following a goallie's catch, the PM told him of the latest plan. Still not enough, yet the most since his campaign began. Men, women, caregivers call out for our help. He knows what child poverty is like himself. Show it the red card. Protect the vulnerable. Hear their pleas. Accept you are responsible.
The greatest artist I know. My mom never kept any of her compositions secret, creating as she went without ever following a recipe. But an expert in the chemistry of time, she identified each day's smell. A brilliant, patient creator, she could then replicate the fragrance for every single one of them. Wednesdays, for instance, smell of the indulgence of bechamel, of watching the lunchtime TV show on an impractical coffee table, as a thick, warm blanket caresses shiny, hard-boiled eggs. But no day ever could smell as strong, as comforting and deliciously wrong as Sundays. Like all the others, she figured this one out as I was still a child. The miracle would always come unannounced. Pans banging, clanging, as they were untangled from the tiny sideboard cabinet, landed on the cooker, a greedy shade overcasting the white enamel. It was early, and a new world had started. How long can you stay asleep, floating into undefined space, when your nose gets tickled by cosmogony dust? In a large cast iron casserole, Mom created stars. In a shy sky of butter, onions' glitter was aiming high. The carefully diced pieces of meat and glossy bacon sticks would soon rain over the forming clouds. In the bedroom, my eyes opened, while in the kitchen, a tired fridge, too, kept yawning. Still in the dark, standing by the door, I was seconds away from greeting Sunday smell. And even if I wasn't keen on fried beef so early in the day, home was an ontological experience. So I'd step into the corridor, smiling. For 2 good morning kisses, Mom would lean in, still holding the sharp instrument that would transfigure carrots. On her day off, Mom did magic and astrophysics. Every week, from earthy roots in a 3rd floor flat, she created our world. Despite the hood's attempts at catching its strong winds, steam fogged up my glasses. Sitting on the bench, fishing chocolate cereals with a tiny spoon, I heard the purple joy of a river of wine in which dived dozens of humble suns. In went the bouquet garni, or at least thyme and laurel. Luxuriant casserole creation, a bubbling big bang before the lid was put on. While alcohol fumes entered my young morning brain, trying to stay out of domesticated smoke, I was both a little grossed out and incredibly impressed. Here, once again, my mom had applied perfume onto the skin of memory, and unlike any essence I've tried since on my longing wrists, this perfume would never fade. Eternity once more had been created, to be simmered and spread over 2 days and 3 meals for 5. Sundays will forever have this smell, even though I no longer eat meat, no longer live at my parents'. Sundays will forever have this smell, because every Sunday morning, Mom created eternity before it was even 9.
A recipe for self-care. This kit has been prepared using only the finest ingredients, best enjoyed with friends or someone special. Add whatever fillings you prefer, but avoid overfilling. Alcohol may be added, but don't overdo it, as this may impair the flavour and the cake could collapse. Add water regularly. 2 litres daily is recommended. It is important not to allow the mixture to become dry. Do not beat yourself, as this will knock the air out. Avoid overworking. This can result in the dough becoming hard and brittle. Proving yourself is not necessary. Ask for help if situations become sticky. Soak in a warm bath, pat dry with a fluffy towel. Rest in a dark place at room temperature, covered with a clean soft duvet for 8 hours or until ready. Stir gently, or for best results, allow to rise naturally.